Father seemed to breathe more freely once he had finished his task. This time nothing hindered him, but all the same he was troubled by something. Moving the candle, he stood with his face towards the door, avoiding the bed. Eventually he took the violin and, with a gesture of despair, drew the bow across it. The music began. But it was not music. I remember everything distinctly. To the end, I can remember everything that caught my attention. No, this was not like the music I later came to hear. They were not the notes of the violin, but the sound of a terrible voice that was resounding through our room for the first time. Either my impressions were incorrect or delirious, or else my senses were so thrown by all that I had witnessed that they were prepared for frightful, agonizing impressions. But I am firmly convinced that I heard groans, the cries of a human voice. Complete despair flowed forth in these chords, and when, at the end, there resounded the last awful note, in which was expressed all that is terrible in a cry, the agony of torture and the misery of hopelessness, I could bear it no longer. I began trembling, tears poured from my eyes, and I rushed over to Father with a terrified shriek and grabbed him by the hand. He cried out and put down his violin. He stood for a moment, stunned. Then his eyes lit up and darted around the room. He seemed to be looking for something. Suddenly, he snatched up his violin, waved it over my head, and... Another minute, and he might have killed me on the spot.